up, everybody? Brett Medlock here. Just wanted to talk about one thing that just got announced, which is the Mini-NES. And I know you're thinking, this is a PlayStation channel, why are you talking about Nintendo? But I must say, that thing looks awesome. I love how simple it is. I love the price tag. And most important, I love the games that it comes with. Okay, so when it comes to PlayStation TV, whenever Sony released it, it flew so far under the radar. No one was talking about it. I mean, no one was talking about it. And it had a huge collection of awesome games. If Sony would have maybe marketed the PlayStation TV as it plays PS1 games on an HDMI TV, so you can play your classic PS1 games like Symphony of the Night, Tomb Raider, Resident Evil, Twisted Metal, all the random old school games that a lot of people who are my age or slightly older would really love to pick up and play easily. It's kind of tedious to go out and buy a PS1, find an old TV that you can play it on to play the old collection of games that you love. I mean, let's not forget though, you can download those games on PS3, but you would be surprised how many people in the casual market don't realize that you can play classic games on like the Wii, the Wii U, the PS3, Xbox 360. It's super odd, but I've come across it like all the time whenever I tell people those things. Nintendo is releasing the Mini-NES, which is just as simple as it sounds, and that's the beauty of it, to be honest. Sorry, you hear my kid in the back talking. So it's $60, it comes with 30 games, with games such as, I will bring up my highlighted games. It comes with all the original trilogy of the Mario Bros. Games, The Legend of Zelda 1 and 2, and Pac-Man, and Metroid. Those are just some of my favorites from the list of 30, but I'm sure there's plenty of other games on the list of 30 games that you probably love. You should go check them out. Should have wrote them down so I could tell you. But Nintendo's doing the smartest thing they can, like I said in my last video about Pokemon Go and PS4 that everybody hated. They're doing the smart thing, and they are banking on that nostalgia. This thing is going to sell, and it's going to sell like crazy. I guarantee you it sells out this holiday. Anyway, PlayStation TV, on the other hand, it came with a bundle that came with a controller. I mean, shouldn't the console already come with the controller? I'm confused. But it didn't. The regular model that was $100 did not come with a controller. Super lame. Wish I would have waited to buy it. I love the device. I'm staring at it right now, actually. It's on my TV, but it's not worth $100. It's worth $50, and that's about how much you can find it for now. You can probably find it cheaper, to be honest, but just to be safe, it's about $50. It plays PS1 classics. Not all PS1 games are available on it, though. For some reason, another stupid thing from Sony, which doesn't make any sense, is that the PlayStation TV and the PlayStation Vita are capable of playing such classics as Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon, and for some reason they're not available on those platforms. There was a hack literally around this at the beginning of the PlayStation TV's life and the PlayStation Vita's life, where you could play those PS1 games on the hardware. If the hardware is capable of running some of your most popular franchises, why aren't they available to the consumer? Why can't I turn on my PlayStation Vita and play Crash Bandicoot? Like, honestly, it's capable of playing the game. I've seen it playing on my friend's Vita, but when I go into the store, I can't buy it. Crash Bandicoot, one of your literally most popular franchises in the 90s, it charted more popular than Super Mario in like 1997 or 8 or something like that. That's a fact, and that's a weird fact, but obviously Crash Bandicoot's nowhere to be seen. Well, he is now. He's coming to the PS4. But honestly, give us a real selection of your PS1 classics, Sony. Anyway, where I was going with this was Nintendo knows how to do it. They're giving us a classic-looking piece of hardware. Looks just like the NES. Looks awesome. And they're releasing it simply with no downloading games. You don't have to buy games, which is cool. You just grab it, you take it home, you plug it into your HDMI TV, and you play these classic games. That's what the PlayStation TV should have done with the added features like PlayStation Now, but obviously not, because PlayStation Now is pretty much a failure, let's be honest. No one talks about PlayStation Now, but it should have been capable of like Sony's new cable service. That would have been great. You buy a $50 PlayStation TV and you use it at home on your TV for its PS1 games randomly, and your cable, and your Hulu and your Netflix For some reason, there's still no Netflix on the PlayStation TV. Netflix did comment saying they have no plans to bring it to the PlayStation TV, which is super lame. But there is Hulu, which is great, and there is like MLB and Crackle and Crunchyroll. That's all great. I love that those services are available, but it would have been awesome if it was just more simple. Like, let me go into the store, buy a PlayStation TV, have my PS1 games on it, let me stream PlayStation Now to it, and the PlayStation's cable service, and the apps, the Hulu, the Netflix, stuff like that. And come with a controller, for God's sakes. Like a PS1 controller would be cool. It could be like the NES, but it's like the PS1 without the dual sticks. It'd be cheap to make, and it would make a lot of sense to come with it. I feel like if they would have marketed it as that, like, hey, there's this thing where you can go buy at the store and you have basically a cable box that you can use our subscription plan that actually is priced well, so it's actually getting actually pretty popular. PlayStation's cable service, I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's actually getting really popular. It's pretty cheap, $30 for cable. That's awesome. Sony's main problem, and I'm telling you, is that they fail to market everything that is awesome about their hardware. The casual consumer doesn't know that the PlayStation TV, first off, they don't even know what it is. Second off, they definitely don't know that it plays PS1 games. You plug it in, you download Twisted Metal for $5-10, and you play Twisted Metal. Like, I know so many people who would love to do that. I'm just saying, come on, Sony. You could have been smarter with the PlayStation TV. You could have, before completely giving up on it like you have, you could have at least tried marketing it as something else, as the PlayStation cable box that plays PS1 games, but you didn't do the smart thing, as usual, when it comes to marketing, when it comes to the PlayStation Vita. You didn't do what was smart, like Nintendo, your arch nemesis, apparently. Just giving us a simple box that plays classic games that we all love, that we all just want to buy now. I mean, no offense to you, Sony, you know I love you, but it just seems like you threw the PlayStation TV out there in the market with absolutely no vision for it whatsoever, and wonder why it failed. I mean, sorry if I rambled a little bit, it just irks me whenever something so obvious comes to my attention. Nintendo, good job with the Mini-NES, or NES Mini, can't remember the name of it. And Sony, bad job with the PlayStation TV, with the marketing, with the no Netflix, the no most popular PS1 games that you have had in the 90s available on it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.